Has life ever bullied you a little bit and just pushed you down, knocked you down? I know it has for me. I know it has for me. Life has not always been a gentle giant, nice to me, or my friend. Like all the other resilient people in the world, I acted like a Weeble Wobble, and I got back up when it knocked me down, pushed me off balance, or the emotional turbulence sent me for a loop, and I couldn't find my center anymore, or didn't want to be returned to feeling capable and centered. It's kind of a silly analogy, and if you're not familiar, like that's like the beauty, or like the wisdom of this ridiculous ass children's story that popped into my brain when I was fucking brainstorming with ChatGPT. That it's just a different way that I've heard it phrased from a much farther along, or even just well-known motivational speaker, Les Brown, that life knocks you down 7 times, you get up 8, or whatever whatever the previous number, you add 1 because you're just gonna stand back up. And then like a more, I don't even know if it's a concrete example, but it's something that we've all went through if you're not a baby watching this, or a baby playing with a Weeble Wobble. That like when you're learning to walk, you see all those adults, everyone older than you, doing it, and you fall down a bunch, but no one just gives up and is like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna walk, I think I'm just gonna butt scoot, or fucking crawl everywhere for the rest of my life because it's just too hard. It's just this thing that, like, when you decide, make the decision and commit to it, and you just keep going at it and experimenting and iterating, that you figure out that, like, yeah, I don't need to walk on my tippy toes or on my heels and like stumble and be all off balance. That if I just find that center of gravity, my center of gravity, and your Dantian, if we're gonna use the Tai Chi term, and then you just get your vertebrae all lined up on one after the other, and you're like, oh shit, like I'm standing. Oh, step, baby step, 1, 2, 3, and then you're walking, and then eventually you're running. When you get the momentum and you figure out how to like stop, and as long as your knees aren't busted up, then you can slow down as you need. That's really the theme of this video. It's just that, like, things aren't gonna always go your way, but as long as you can do a little bit of forgiveness, self-reflection, and just be honest with how you're feeling, that like you can fucking laugh like that bird. Like that bird literally sounded like fucking Boo from Mario, but you can just laugh it off, shrug it off, like, not take it too seriously, not take it too personally, and then kind of recalibrate and realign yourself to what you were previously doing, and just fucking get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Fucking throw back to a video on a different channel that I made fucking like 3 or 4 months ago. It's fucking it's the motto from Meet the Robinsons. The main character, Lewis, his future self creates his present self, and like does the whole thing of like, or his son gives him the motto that he gave himself after. I don't even know. Like, it's always like when there's time loops involved, logic kind of goes out the window, because you're like, which version of the character create the thing? And we experience time linearly and don't have access publicly available to us to time travel or teleportation, so I can't speak to it because that's not something I've ever experienced in my life. But I hope maybe one day to do that. Now that I'm on this weird tangent of sci-fi, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. And but what I do know is that if you give up, that is what ultimately defines you as a quitter. That winners never quit and quitters never win is one of those reverse, not a palindrome, but like you could reverse it one way and reverse the other way, and it kind of just means the same thing, which is what a palindrome actually is. But that's not, like, you wouldn't do it because it's with words and that's a phrase. I'm just a ridiculous human being here if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I'm Elias. Welcome to my channel, Rise Alignment. I'm doing this in no particular order. I just went super hard on the theme and didn't introduce myself or anything, but I'm a man of many hats. Here's one hat that I wore when I was in Kauai just this past week for surfing. It was a fucking sick experience. I love to surf. Don't ever get to do it because the place that I live right now is far too cold for me to be able to enjoy the ocean and all that junk. But yeah, I'm right now man of many hats, wearing the life coach hat, YouTuber, fucking musician, comedian, poet, not a poet laureate, but a poet. I'm working on a new poem. I can read it to you, I guess. I don't know if this is even going in the video or not, but I'm just kind of like rambling and feel strongly that I like the way that this poem is turning out. It's not done, but I called it Melancholy Moon because I didn't want to call him Melancholy Man because I already have the Man of the Golden Sun. So, is it just me, or is the world kind of broken as I look down on those yet unawoken? The rise and fall of both breath and tide, dancing to the circadian rhythm that keeps them alive. Silly people running, walking, and moving like ants, beat down by cultures that tell them they can't. Be who they are, free, true, and loved, by me, the sun, and every single motherfucking star. I weep for their suffering and callous behavior, and wonder every night why they wait for a savior. I'm almost saddened to death by such foolish bravado, when even wisdom is found in the grounded potato. So yeah, I'm a goofy guy, but I do take what I do try to do semi-seriously. I struggle with being professional, but yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at. That like I feel strongly and do my best to practice what I preach. That like being this ridiculous ass human being, goofball McGee guy, that like Mr. Magoo, except for I'm not totally blind yet. That I feel deeply and strongly, and I have my opinions, and I feel like I have a good bead on the truth of things depending on the situation and the topic. But like things don't always go my way, and I get disappointed and haggard and sad, and I just fucking do this thing. I return to my breath when I remember to do it, because that's always the thing, that our attention and our awareness kind of go all over the world and our phones and our technology and people. Everybody wants something from us. The marketers trying to fucking distract us and keep us in their fucking feed and loop and system. But that when I remember, when I'm being mindful, that the breath is this fucking tool to be used to navigate and from the scientific or the psychological fucking regulate your nervous system. But I'm just like such a spiritual goober that it's like I much more see things from the perspective of like I'm a soul with a body. I'm not a human being with a soul. I think that's a little bit backwards, and depending on how conspiratorial you want to go, they might have, whoever came up with and codified it into the W.O.B.B.L.E or all the other different mainstream spiritual traditions, religions, even Judaism and Islam being the other main two. They might have done that with a little bit of intent to keep you demiurge trapped in their fucking little fucking matrix game. But who's to say? I wasn't there. It's just my worthless penny for my own thought as I'm fucking pontificating here to probably no one. Bro, if you made it this far, and however I edited and chopped up this video, you should definitely probably leave a comment or subscribe and like let me know your thoughts, because it's just gonna help me, and I'm genuinely curious to see how other people feel or think about what I'm fucking pontificating on or rambling about, because this is just the game that I play. I hope you got some value out of it. I don't even know. I just really feel strongly that this is the way forward, and even if I'm early in the process and don't have all of the social proof and shit, that I believe strongly in myself and my capabilities to fucking make shit happen and do things that are challenging, even if other people don't think or feel the same way. That's just their limiting beliefs that they haven't yet overcome or integrated a new way of perceiving, and that's maybe not in true reality and reality or base reality, that like whatever illusory Maya, what's the fucking thing that people say nowadays? It's the technological version of what I just said, which was the Vedic spiritual one, or the demiurge, which was the Gnostics. That it's a simulation. People, everyone saying it's a simulation. We're living in a simulation, but then we're just back to like somebody created the simulation. Who the fuck was that? What the fuck are we doing here, people? Is it a god? Or are you gonna say it's the great prompt writer in the sky? Like, yeah, people are so ridiculous, man, that they just need to fucking follow the herd. I'm not a fucking herd follower. I like to consider myself a shepherd of cats in a way, because human beings, adults, are just so able to exercise their free will that they kind of are going to do whatever they want, and that's super valid. Like these birds up here walking around on the roof of my RV, like they're just doing whatever they want to do to the best of their ability, surviving, and hopefully some of them are making their way towards thriving. That's what I'm doing here. So if you would like some assistance in that, you could click on the link in the description, sign up for a free discovery call. We can see if there's any way, shape, or form that I can help you in your life's spiral, your life's journey, life coaching wise. And then like, share, comment, subscribe to keep the algorithm satisfied. And if I don't see you while I'm alive, I'll catch you on the flip side after I die. Aloha and mahalo, amigo. Hajime, mashite, and namaste. Have a great day, or slap shun if it's nighttime soon. That's kind of gonna be it for me in this random video that I threw together. I hope you appreciated it. So now I'm gonna film the beginning at the end, because I'm all kinds of tallywagged backwards. I'm just a ridiculous person.
How can it be that I am alive in this moment? How can it be